Hello, my name is Tylee Iverson, and this is my art history signature assignment. The first artwork I chose was Travelers Among Mountains and Streams. Travelers Among Mountains and Streams is a painting by Fan Quan. Fan Quan has a reputation of being unconventional with his artwork. What makes this painting so interesting is that it may very well be the only surviving painting by Fan Quan. The painting is painted in the style of Shan Shui Hua, which translates to mountain painting. In the painting we can observe a natural landscape from China, trees, rivers, and even mist coming from those rivers. It was around the 11th century and in the Song dynasty where Fan Quan decided to paint this. It was around this time that Neo-Confucianism started to emerge. Neo-Confucianism is a type of moral philosophy. It is a combination of Buddhist and Taoist ethics. This is also where we get the idea of complementary opposites, like the yin and yang. Fan Quan then adopted these principles and painted this painting in the way that he observed the world. The function of this painting is to illustrate Fan Quan's worldview. What I find really creative about the mist is that it separates the foreground from the background, giving the painting the illusion of depth. Because had the mist not been there, it would look almost flat. The mountain in this painting looks to be covered in trees and really rocky. To the right of the painting, we can find a narrow valley which separates the two peaks of the mountain. To the bottom of the painting, we can find the trees that are closer to the viewer. The trees closer to the viewer seem to be more detailed and crisp in image. Obviously, these mountain peaks are not exactly accurate because they're a bit exaggerated. This is because Fan Quan observed the world through a different perspective. The School of Athens is one of Raphael's more popular paintings and is known worldwide for how beautiful it is. This piece is located in Vatican City in Rome. The painting draws attention to the center where we can find two philosophers conversating. One philosopher is wearing red and another is wearing blue. The right philosopher's name is Aristotle and on the left is Plato. Plato is shown pointing up and gesturing to the sky as though to say something higher than the world, while Aristotle is shown with his arm out and palm down as though to say something more current and down to earth. Plato and Aristotle can both be seen holding books that are made by them. Plato holds the book called Timaeus and Aristotle holds his book of ethics. The painting includes an assortment of people, most being philosophers and mathematicians. We can see most of the philosophers and mathematicians are talking to one another while some just observe, and some are just left to their own thoughts. In the lower left we can see Pythagoras, who believed the planet's motions to be ellipses instead of just circles. In the bottom right we can see Ptolemy, who believed the universe to be geocentric. He can be seen holding a globe, and right next to him, Raphael included a self-portrait of himself looking directly at the viewer. Now, why I love this piece so much is because of the colors, and it looks so pleasing to the eye, and the arches and the Greek architecture, it all looks so beautiful. I was really surprised to see Travelers Among Mountains and Streams as a required artwork in CE art history, because I've always enjoyed the painting. This might sound ridiculous, but I've always loved how creative he was with the mist, because using that to separate the different layers in the painting was amazing. I felt like it was a very creative decision. I've actually used landscapes in the background of some of my motion graphics, because in the background you don't want your background to be bland. So Why not put a landscape? It's beautiful, it's interesting, it's natural, and it looks really nice in the finish. One of my most favorite parts of this piece is how you can see many streams come to connect into like a river. It really shows the unity of multiple things coming together to form something bigger. The school of Athens has also affected the way I think, because just like Neo-Confucianism, it talks about complementary opposites, like how Plato and Aristotle can conversate without having a big argument, and they have opposing viewpoints. And just how Pythagoras and Ptolemy can be under the same roof, despite having different viewpoints. I also really love the depth on the School of Athens, because it makes you feel like it's an extension of the building you're already in, despite it just being a painting on a wall.